Welcome in to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. I am a level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin. I'm going to do a weekly update. We're going to look at potentials for the short term, for the long term. Weigh both sides of the market. Look at bullish and bearish items. That's the way to do it. You don't want to be too biased. Some analysts only look at bulls. Some analysts only look at bears. That's trying to fit their narrative and likely sway you to either buy something or follow them more based on that narrative and draw you in. So we try to keep it unbiased as possible and let you make your own decisions based on the facts and the charts. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want access to our private Telegram alerts group where we keep on top of Bitcoin, altcoins, requests, tons of extra content, consider subscribing through Patreon. That's linked just below. Let's get right to it. Bitcoin, on the daily chart, we have a couple things to look at here, right? Obviously, these zones. Our high wave zone, right? Swing highs. And our low support zone, swing lows. And we're at our swing low support zone right now. No place we haven't been before. We also have this median line, which is roughly the average of all this chop zone that we've been in since really March, right? So also our local highs are right there, right? That's our high that we need to take out to gain bullish traction. And you can see my alerts all set here on the side. Right? You could set alerts so you don't have to watch the charts every second of the day. Just wait for a pivot point and then you can act accordingly. You know, you can just set your alerts just like, Michael Saylor's alerts probably set at 1 trillion. Peter Schiff's alerts probably set at 0. And, not much in between, right? So set your alerts at whatever prices you want to and then go outside and touch grass. Okay? Let's get down to brass tacks. What are the facts in the charts? Well, we have our 100-day EMA here in the blue, right? Our swing lows, our close, we need to be aware of the low wicks and the low closes. So the low close is right here, all the way back in February, late February. And to put it on closing prices, you can just put it on a line chart and it makes it real simple for you, right? So here's our low close. We had a slightly higher close here in April, right? But still intact on our low close. Okay, our low wick right back here on March 5th, right here, right? That's our low wick at 59K. So why is this 100-day important? Well, it's a big moving average. And if we close under that, not only would that moving average get broken, but we would also take out our low close after all of this chop fest, right? This would be a significant level to lose. So our low wick is down here. We could potentially see a lower wick without a lower close. So you want to be aware of a bear trap where it would kind of fake us out here and then kind of recover. That's definitely always on the cards. So waiting for a close under here, not necessarily the price to, start, the sky is falling, so to speak, right? So wait for a close. If we close under the 100, that's a bigger issue and likely means, right? No certainties in crypto, but uncertainty. But the odds are going up. If we close under the 100, then we're going to our next level because we have no support here, right? Look at this. How fast we moved up. We could move down that fast if we close under 59K. The next zone is our next consolidation zone right over here, right? See that? And also, what do we have? The 200-day EMA, which is a major moving average, the biggest, really. The 200 is a big one. That's it, just south of 52K as of now. Now, imagine a couple of weeks from now, that would likely, it's rising. Keep that in mind. But here's our next low zone. If we close under 59K, the odds are shifting that way. We're underneath all moving averages on these low time frame moving averages. See how we're getting stuck under the EMA8? So we need to look for, if you're a bull, right, you want to just close back above that EMA8 and at least get some signs, and then you can focus on 67. 67K is where the bulls start to get bigger traction, and then we can, start to fade this lower section and start to focus on the higher section. But two targets for bulls. One is 67. 2 is right here, right around 72K, right? Those are the two highs. Nothing else. You don't have to make it overly complex. Okay. Support and resistance will take you a long way. All right. Having said that, let's zoom out to the weekly and see how that's shaping up. Okay. We had a significant close yesterday on the weekly close. Why? I'm glad you asked. It's the first time we've closed under the EMA8. This red line right here. That's the EMA8, right? When do you see blue line under a red line there, besides that one, right? The closing prices, the last time that happened, right, was back in here in July of 2023. We closed right under the EMA8, and then we had a little bit more of a downfall, right? Close under the EMA8, and unless you recover big time and quickly the following week, you're likely in trouble. So we're not down in the dirt or out of the woods, you know, on either side yet. You have to wait for the follow-up candle. So this week's candle will be significant. If we close another week under the EMA8, again, the odds shift way higher that we're testing lower prices. Where on the weekly chart would we potentially test? Well, here's that zone we looked at on the daily, in the low 50s, but we have one a little bit higher that's very significant in the world of crypto, the 21-week EMA, the yellow line, right? We could get some kind of a bear trap where we kind of look how many red weeks we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going on our 5th red week, right? Not likely, right? Nothing. The longer we do red, the more likely it is the green is coming. So go down. Maybe we fake out and do something like that. Why would we ever do that? Have we ever done that before? Well, how about the goddamn very last time we did it? Look at this, right? Bearish candle, moved down just a little bit, reverting prices right above the EMA 21, held the line, bear trap everybody down here, think it's going down, and then 100% rally right after that. A 2x, went from 38 to well over 70, right? Nearly a 2x, over 90% move right there. Right? Why couldn't we do that again? What if we wick down to like 58 and then surprise got you again? Fool me once, fool me twice, right? Not saying it could happen, just making you aware of the possibilities. We just saw it right over here, right? Don't forget. So the difference is we did close under the EMA8. We did not close under the EMA8 here, right? Look at the price charts, right? So there is a little bit bigger issue there. So we're aware, but that's the level we're looking at right now. If we close 2 weeks under here, I would say we're either going to test 1, the 21-week EMA, or 2, this lower zone, or maybe both, right? Maybe we end up closing somewhere around in there, but we wick down even a little bit lower to this zone down here, right? So we'll stay on top of it. We'll do maybe an update towards the end of this week and kind of do a check-in. But that's Bitcoin kind of wrapped up for the short time frame and a little bit longer time frame here. So hopefully you learned something maybe you didn't know before, and maybe calm your mind a little bit, right? Nothing's too panicked. Peter Schiff's not panicked. Michael Saylor's not panicked, right? We're loads away from either of those levels being hit. Let's see. What else? Any questions you have, let me know in the comments below what you want to see more of. We'll do some more updates this week throughout YouTube. Let's get to our quote and card of the day. Let's start off with quote. This is the mark of perfection of character, to spend each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, laziness, or pretending. Amazing. Bonus quote. Try to be like the turtle, at ease in your own shell. How many people can't even do that, right? So much panic. All right, here we go. Car of the day. Lamborghini Revuelto. my best attempt at Italian in my heavy American BS accent. This is the successor to the Aventador, if you didn't know, or if you didn't care. Now you know. There you go. Here's the rear. I like it. I love this. This has flashes of the Centenario, if you're familiar with the Centenario. Roadster, I think it's one of these over here. The Lamborghini Centenario is my favorite Lamborghini of all time. The taillights are very similar. Let's take a look. Let's take a little zoomed in version. The only thing I'm not too keen on so far is the exhaust. I'm not a huge fan of center exhaust like that. I'd much prefer like the wider exhaust, or quad exhaust. If this was like 4 or something, like the Lamborghini, or the McLaren 765. If you know that, like has the quad exhaust in the center. It just reminds me of a damn nose, right? Like a bull nose right here, right? Maybe that's their point. All right. Way off tangent, but orange, what do you think? All right. I prefer yellow on supercars, hypercars. Alrighty, that's quote and card of the day wrapped up for you. All handed to you neatly on a gold platter by Peter Schiff.